Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Om Shri Saraswatyai Namaha. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram. 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 Jaya Jaya Ram. Jaya Jaya Ram. Om Ramaya Ramabhadraya Ramachandraya Vedhase Raghunathaya Nathaya Sitaya Pataye Namaha. Om Shri Ramachandraya Namaha. Atulita Baladhamam Hema Shailabhadeham Danujavana Krishanum Jnaninam Agraganyam Sakala Guna Nidhanam Vanaranam Adhisham Raghupati Priya Bhaktam Vatajatan Namami. Raghupati Priya Bhaktam Vatajatan Namami. Om Shri Hanumate Namaha. Om Dhyayami Chinmayanandam Gurudevam Mahamatim Prema Purnam Kriyashilam Sada Lokahiteratam Kripalum Sundarakaram Samartham Satyadarshinam Vacha Tattva Prakashinya Shoka Moha Vinashinam. Om Shri Chinmaya Sadgurave Namaha. Om Namah Shri Tulsi Dasa Sadvarishtaya Dhimate Puritam Hridayam Yena Rama Premamrite Name. Om Shri Tulsi Dasaya Namaha. Hari Om, a very warm welcome. We are seeing one of the most beautiful portions of this Tulsi Ramayana. We need to involve physically, emotionally, intellectually. Only then, one, the enjoyment will be in fullness. Two, we will also gain the knowledge in its completeness. Artha Dharama. Yesterday we saw. What is this beautiful Sarovara? While describing, yesterday we saw अर्थ धर्म कामादिकचारी कहब ज्ञान विज्ञान विचारी नवरस जप तप जोग विरागा ते सब जलचर चारु तडागा. The beautiful Sarovara has got all of them. Artha, Dharma, Kama, Moksha, the Chaturudha Phala Purushartha, Jnana, Vijnana, Vichara, even they are available. Navarasa, Japa, Tapa, Joga, Viraga. Navarasa, you will find in Tulsi Ramayana, all the rasas are expressed in this. Time and again you will see how beautifully every rasa is beautifully expressed in its completeness, and it is so joyful. Navarasa, Japa, Tapa, how Japa and Tapa have brought such an amount of enormous empowerment, both in Suras and in Asuras also. Joga Viraga, Yoga and Vairagya, what can Kim Nakaroti Viragaha, it is said. What can Vairagya not do? It can achieve everything. Viraga. Te Saba Jalachara Charutadaga. All of them are the various species living in this Sarovara of Ramacharita Now he gives another beautiful expression. Sukruti sadhu nama gunagana te bichitra jala bihaga samana santa sabhacha hudisi avarai shraddharitu basanta samagai. What other thing we find? Bichitra jala bihaga samana. Not only fishes. Yesterday we also saw. Not only fishes live. Not only ducks or swan, hamsa pakshi lives. There are so many other creatures also in the Sarovara. What are they? Some of them are again mentioned. Nama Guna Gana. There are lot of portions in Ramacharita where the glory of the name and qualities are mentioned. Now here we may immediately think, oh yeah, you told me several times, Rama Gunagana. No. Nama Gunagana of whom? Not only Ramchandraji. He says, Sukriti. Sukriti means noble people. People who are Sattvika Jivis. People who are good. People who spread joy to others. People who serve others. All of them put together are called Sukriti. Those people who are doing good. And Namaguna of Sadhu. Parakaryam sadhnoti is one meaning. Sadhu. The one who works for other people's good. He is a sadhu. With no interior motives. Very, very important. With no, what is it called? Ulterior motives. There is no inner agenda. In the modern languages we may say, nothing, absolutely selfless. Sadhu. And so Sukriti and Sadhu Nama Gunagana, we will find all of them here. Time and again you will find, especially in Aranya Kanda, you will find when Ramchandraji goes to all the great Sadhu Purushas, so much of Jnanam is received and so much of glory also is seen. Te Bichitra Jala Bihaga Samana. They are all the varieties of Jiva Rashis in that particular Sarovara. And one may ask, Swamiji, all these are fine. This is a beautiful Sarovara you are explaining. You are explaining about trees, you are explaining about flowers and water and the ripples and the swan and the fishes and so many things. But is there any mango tree there? Some children might ask, you see. Because they not only have to play, they don't want, not only want to see something, they want something out of it. Tulsi Daji says, yes. What is it? Santa sabha chahudisi avarai shraddhari tu basanta samagai. Abba, what a beautiful thought. He says, the mango trees which have got avarai means what? Those mangoes, beautiful, tasty, yummy. Very sweet mangoes. What are they? They are Santa Sabha Chahudisi. Santa Sabha meaning what? Where people sit. Santa Purushas sit and they do Shastra Charcha, where beautiful thoughts, beautiful sadhanas, wonderful ideas to bring a disi, a particular direction to our quality and texture of thoughts. They are also there in the Sarovara. And how is it written? Now see, Shraddha Ritu Basanta Samagai. It is as beautiful as the season. The season also is expressed beautifully. What is that season? Ritu Basanta. Ritu Basanta, Basanta Ritu, the autumn season. Where everything is beautiful. The climate is so pleasant. The flowers are all blooming. The trees are all green. The plants are all, actually bringing up beautiful sprouts. And there is a beautiful breeze. All these are all what? Shraddha. Very, very, very important. Shraddha. Shastreshu Guru Vakyeshu Satya Buddhi Avadharana Sa Shraddha Katita, says Viveka Chudamani. Shastreshu, in that Shastra, Guru Vakyeshu, Guru's teaching of that Shastra, both the one who has Satya Buddhi. What is Satya Buddhi here? Total faith. Without faith, you cannot enjoy or learn anything from the Shastra. Now, why is this faith referred to as Ritu Basanta? Ritu Basanta is those people who actually feel, who experience, who enjoy, who forget the rest of the world, their family, friend, everything also must be. Why? So that I enjoy the beauty. I experience that breeze, slowly going, touching my, skin, and then giving me such a beautiful experience. You have to, Anandam Brahmano Vidwan, it is said in the Upanishad. The one who enjoys is the one who knows. One has to actually experience. All these are the experiences you get in Ramcharitamanas Adhyayana. That is what it means. And for which we must have Shraddha in this Ramacharitamanus. It is not some novel. It is not some time pass book you read. No. Some books, they have no substance also. Or maybe talking about some, Raja, Pulikeshi too. How did he govern his particular kingdom? What have we to do with it? How many wars he won? How many people he killed? What is the bounty that he got? Has no sense for all of us. Think. Here is something which will make me feel in my bosom. And when you read it, in fact, there will be a horripilation. The hairs will stand at its end. You will feel such an amount of wonder. Some may wonder, is it at all possible? Yes, it is. When you read Ramacharita knowing the meaning very well, that is why Jnana Vijnana was talked about. You have to learn. And then that is available where? Santa Sabha. In that Sabha, all the Jnana Vijnana is talked about, and they are like Ritu Basanta, when you have Shraddha in it. Shraddha is nothing but that beautiful experience. And then he says, Bhagati Nirupana Bibida Bidhana Chama Daya Damalata Bitana. And in that Sarovara, Bhakti Nirupana, the Bhakti, the joy of devotion. Devotion, Bhakti, one is the love towards Bhagavan. Please note very carefully that unquestionable surrender and unquestionable love. Asking nothing, demanding nothing, expecting nothing. When I love Bhagavan, what we actually get is that joy of devotion. Devotion is one thing, the joy of devotion is another thing. And the joy of devotion increases the depth in devotion, increases the quality of our surrender at the feet of the Lord. This joy you will experience when we go through Ramacharita Bhagati Nirupana Vibida Vidana in various ways. And how are they? The various ways is beautifully expressed here. Chama Daya Dama Lata Bitana. Kshama, an ability to forgive. What a beautiful quality. We keep bottle up lot of other people's mistakes and we suffer inside. That person has forgotten and moved forward. For no fault of mine, I keep other people's mistake in my hand. He did that. She did that. How can he do this? How can she do that? She could not have done that. He cannot do it. And who am I? Oh, you Rama. And we suffer. We cannot eat properly. We cannot sleep properly. We cannot study properly. We cannot work properly. Oh, you Rama, suffering to the core. For what? Other people's mistakes. Hi Ram. Think. Therefore, to forgive and forget is the basic quality of a real seeker. Think. Kshama, daya, compassion. Compassion, not measuring what I got from him and then I can give back to him. No. Compassion is something which is in spite of everything, I show my I show my love towards that person by serving. And it is not one person. Everywhere, anywhere I see that some seva is required and I can do it, just go out of unconditional love. Irresistible pouring of love to anybody and everybody equally. No higher or lower. Just love. That is the best part in our life. That is why the heart is at the center. That is the central part of a human being. Emotions. Daya. Think. Chama, daya, dama. While doing all this, have proper control of the mind and our own physical body. Dama, total control. Be very careful. And what are they? All these are Lata Bitana. Lata here means, I have mentioned actually, in that Sarovara, in that park, you have a mantapa. Many parks have got, I have told that there will be chairs, or there may not be chairs also. People sit down. And then they want to eat something, they want to chat something, they want to click photos. All that they do in that mandapa. Here it is called Lata Mandapa. Lata Mandapa meaning what? Lata means creepers. In the Sarovara, the creepers actually cover that small mantapa or whatever they might have. Some would not have built any mantapa with probably iron rods and mesh they would have just put, and all that they would have put creepers on that. So many creepers would have grown, and beautiful flowers also in that creeper, and you go and sit inside. How beautifully we can enjoy. And what are these creepers which bring beauty to that mandapa? Are Chama, Daya, Dama, Bitana. All these qualities bring so much of beautiful in that mandapa where Shastra Adhyayana athava Ramayana Adhyayana is being done by Siddha Purushas to all the devotees who come there. How wonderful. When you sit down, reading Ramacharita is one thing. But you read, understand, and just close your eyes and imagine. That is why initially I said, imagine what I am talking. Now you relate to what we said on that day. Imagine a beautiful lake, water, flowers, greenery, swan, birds, bees. Everything is explained. All are available in Ramacharita. And only when there is Shraddha, only when there is faith, only when there is love towards Bhagavan, Bhagati, that one can experience this, horripulating experience of Ramacharita. We have to move forward, isn't it? Now, at this point I would like to tell you one thing. The next lines, 2 lines, must be remembered. I know I might sound funny. Must be remembered. Every seeker must learn. Learn it by heart. Keep reflecting. Keep contemplating. Keep analyzing. Reflection, contemplation, analysis, scrutiny. About whom? About myself only. Please not. Each one for yourself, not judging others. I keep and again warning. Don't apply Shastra Adhyayana for judging others. You cannot be a better fool than that if you do that. Alright? Shastras are not meant for judging others. Shastras are meant for judging ourselves. And the next 2 lines are the very essence of all spiritual sadhana for an individual. Very, very important. Okay? Now, we will go to that. Tulsi Das ji very carefully uses this beautiful shabda. He says, Samajama niyama phula phala jnana haripadara rasa beda bakhana auravu katha aneka prasanga auravu katha aneka prasanga Tei sukha pika bahu barana bihanga. He says, those who want this jnanam from this sarovara, what do they require? What are the eligibilities? Now see, sama, jama, niyama, phul. Phul means flowers. What are the flowers in the sarovara? One is sama, jama, niyama. Three things are mentioned. What are these three things? Sama has got two ways of looking at it. From the Laukika Bhasha, it is Sama. Otherwise, it can be taken as Shama. Dhamma was talked about in the previous verse. Shama. Or, if you look at it as Sama as a word as it is, it represents Samatva Buddhi. Samatvam Yoga Uchyate, says Bhagavad Gita. Samabuddhi, meaning the one who is undisturbed by whatever is happening around him, but who is completely focused, well collected, composed and poised. Such a person can face the challenges of life, at the same time enjoy this beautiful Grantha. If my mind is completely disturbed, thrown hither and thither, completely gone astray, distracted, such a mind cannot understand Ramacharita-manas. Such a mind cannot see the beauty in that Grantha. Such a mind cannot see the depth, the knowledge given, both Saguna Jnana as well as Nirguna Jnana. Both are available, but the mind should be available. A prepared mind, meaning a mind that is not distracted, not agitated, the mind which is calm and quiet. Sama. And Shama is what? An ability to control the mind, meaning I command my mind. I don't have a mind, please come, Swamiji. I am not at all able to concentrate, Swamiji. I don't know what to keep your hand on my head. It will become oily. That's all. My hand will become oily. If at all you use oil. Think. Nothing is going to happen just because somebody touches my head physically. I agree there's sentiments. Okay, those are sentiments. But that Shama is an ability to tell the mind, hey, quiet. Whatever you want to say, later. Now it is my time with Ramacharita-manas. Keep quiet. And the mind should keep quiet. That is Shama. Jama. Jama means Yama. The Shastra talks about 5 yamas and 5 niyamas. We have discussed this earlier. Ahimsa, Satyam, Brahmacharyam, Asteyam, Aparigraha. What is that? Ahimsa? Non-injury to others, physically, emotionally, intellectually. All three included, please. Ahimsa, Satyam, truthfulness. Truthfulness, people who are not truthful actually understand truthfulness better. Because they know that they are not truthful. But we have to be truthful. Many people have got lot of controversies over it. Today's life, Swamiji, truthfulness will not work. All those are all our excuses, our, what do you call it as? There's a very beautiful for that. Justifications. Satyameva jayate. Nandritam says Shruti. Satyam. Asteyam. Non-stealing. Non-stealing anything that which is not mine. Being contented, vidhivashat praptena santushyatam, sadhana panchakam says. Whatever I get, that is what I deserve. Gurudev says, you may never get what you desire, but you can never escape from what you deserve. So whatever you get, that is what you deserve. Be contented. Don't steal. Asteyam. Brahmacharya, not only celibacy, it is included. Along with that, again, a disciplined life is brahmacharya. Purely disciplined. Aparigraha, not grabbing from others, not hoarding things. Aparigraha. Then niyamas, 5 niyamas. Shaucham, cleanliness. Santosha, contentment and being happy all the time. Tapas, discipline again. We have discussed about this tapas. Swadhyaya, self-study. Very, 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 very important. You can put 3 dots after that. Very, 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 very. And then say important. Meaning, so very important. Swadhyaya, Ishvara Pranidhana, surrendering at the feet of Bhagavan. All these Yama and Niyama are the pushpas in the garden which brings beauty in the personality. All these qualities, virtues, and in that flower there today I might take maybe 5 minutes more, please be with me, because I don't want to cut this here. It is such a beautiful expression. The juice in those flowers are Hari Pada Rati. What is the juice in the flower? It is the beautiful sweetness of reveling in at the feet of Bhagavan. Love for Bhagavan, that is the juice. And Veda Bakhana, Vedas say that. It is not somebody who says that just because he has to say something. The Shrutis, Veda itself says. Therefore, Samajama Niyama Phula Palagyana Haripadarati Rasa Veda Bakhana Aurav Katha Aneka Prasanga. Again, I will be telling Aurav Katha Aneka Prasanga. There are so many prasangas, so many incidences that is going to happen in the Karama Katha. And Tei Sukha Pika Bahu Barana Bihanga. All these Katha which comes through Aneka Prasanga, Tei Sukha Pika. It only gives so much of joy. You know, I told you earlier itself that attitude we have to have. That attitude and aptitude both are required to enjoy this beautiful rasa. Haripada Rati Rasa. And reveling in the thought of Lord and His Leelas and His way of life. It is so beautiful, so tasty is not the right word, but I can use the tasty meaning what? That which I actually experience. It is so sweet, it is so beautiful. And very many times while I used to read Ramayana Katha, while I used to learn, so many times it is so very touching, so very moving. One, very many times it empowers the person. Other time it melts. That love for Bhagavan melts the very heart of the person. We will see. Concluding this Chaupai, Tulsi Dasi very clearly says, Pulaka Batika Bhagabana Sukha Subihanga Biharu Mali Sumana Saneha Jala Sinchata Lochana Charu. He says, Pulaka Batika, in this beautiful sarovar, in this beautiful garden, Bhagabana, when we take part, when we take it to our heart, Sukha Sambiha Viharo, you will revel in absolute Sukha only. And who is the Mali of that garden? There must be a Mali, isn't it? Mali means what? Gardener. There must be one gardener who makes all these happen, makes this garden so beautiful with so much of lovely flowers. Who is that gardener? Mali Sumana. My mind, with lot of virtues, with love for Bhagavan, Sumana Mali. And how does he water these plants? How does he take care of these plants? Tulsi says, Saneha Jala. He waters this beautiful Vatika with love, with the water of love, care, compassion. Sinchata Lochana Charu, the Lochana, two eyes are not sufficient. It is so beautiful, Lochana Charu. And it is so attractive, so beautiful, so inspiring. It is compelling. Compelling meaning what? It will not make us go away. That much is the beauty of this beautiful Sarovara Ramacharitra. We will continue tomorrow. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om.